game. I feel I'm just elevating my game every day. Coach Jay has been pushing me just to get better every day, to focus on the small things, because it's never like the big things. It's always like, small step, small technique, and he's trying to fix that. And overall, I feel like I'm improving so well that I'm not worried about anything else right now. Oh yeah.
The amount of defensive linemen, get beat up in the trenches there, and then the extended season now you guys might be staring at. I guess how important is it for you, Cade, for Jason, the interior, that defensive tackle, to be ready to contribute good?
So Ohio State is all about developing. So obviously it's every year about getting better, being ready to play. But obviously with the extended season, it's going to be a lot more important. We're going to have like 17 games. And imagine having 70 plays for each game as just one starter. That is too much on your body. So we really rely on everybody to be able to play. So obviously just like my teammates picking me up, there's days you're down, there's days. We talked to Coach Day earlier. He said you can't allow to have bad days, and if you have one, you got to make sure your teammates pick you up. And just like that, getting better, you focus on the things, you focus every day more and more. And then just like when the season goes on, you get more reps, you get more of a feel being in that game. So. Most definitely. I think that it's a big part, just like getting more reps, more game reps overall. Like, he's like, hey, put Hero in. I'm going on the field, And then the first game, I made the play, That's what it's all about. And that gives you confidence, it gives you experience, and I think all that contributed.
What's different about a game? It looks like this night.
So obviously we go against the best every day. We got the best offensive line, the best running backs, the best receivers, best tight ends, best coaching staff. But it's just something about, like, we try to treat practice like a game. But obviously in a game there's way more on the line. If you mess up, there is no going back. There's no, repeat the same play. In practice there is. So it's just like the difference of the pressure. Like, make a play when your number is called. That's what it's about. Yeah. A lot. Just like I said, you get a feel for like the scheme, like for the plays to come, and if you know what's coming, you don't react no more. You're like anticipating. You know what is coming, which allows you to play faster. So honestly, like Indiana was obviously my first sack. I was like, what? Did it just happen? So that was awesome. That obviously gave me like a turning point to like just show the world that I can play. And then the one play in Wisconsin, it was like, we need a free to Hero, go in. I made the play. That's all it's about, You definitely, I feel like, maybe it's just me, but you're definitely kind of nervous when you like getting ready to it. But once whistle is blown, you just locked in. Like, you rely back on your practice, what you did in practice, and then if you did it right, same thing gonna happen in the game.
What are your thoughts on putting a spring game on network television? This is kind of wild the way the game and the brand is running. Your thoughts on this?
So no disrespect to any TV or something, but honestly, I don't care. It's another practice we have as a team, and I think I'm sure the rest of the team feels the same way. We don't care about the cameras. It's all nice and flashy, but we're about the grind. We're about the practice. We're getting ready to win a championship at the end of the season.
And this Saturday is different practice, student appreciation. What's that day like for you guys? Having right on top?
So it's great, like seeing like familiar faces, obviously, and I don't get any pressure by it because it's, like I said, just another practice. And I'm not going to let it influence how I play or how I practice, what my mentality is. I'm going to stay the same way, the way I am. So. I did not have that on my radar. So that was awesome. I don't know what happened exactly, but God had a way for me, and I followed him. I followed his lead, and he brought me to the point that I am right now. So after receiving my first scholarship, when I was still in Germany, I was working with PPI recruits. Shout out to Brendan Collier. That was really like the turning point. He was like, "Hey, Hero, like we got to figure something out." I was like, "What you thinking?" He's like, "Man, you might got to go to high school in America." I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it, but I don't know how my mom feels about it."
Somebody saw me.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I mean, did you buy it at first?
At first, I was a little like, how do you say in English, flabbergasted? And I was honestly like, Sana was like, wow, like, is this real? It took me a couple of days to really process, and then I told Brandon, hey, whatever it takes. Went to America, played my season there, and the rest is history.
Yeah, I asked you a while ago about the fist fight, where basically every play in boxing matches. Did you have to grow into that, bringing the nasty streaks into the
I feel like
always have that in you?
I feel I'm naturally like a nice guy, and Coach Jay definitely had to push a little bit. So I think he did a great job of like just bringing it out of me. He had time to work with me now for 2 years, and even through recruiting. So I think he did a great job doing that. Oh, soccer. Yeah, I was pretty good. I was really good. I was getting recruited by major teams there when I was a youngin'. So as a goalkeeper. You kind of outgrow the sport at like 6'4" and like 250. So just like football is different than soccer. Soccer, I don't want to disrespect anybody there, but it's a little bit softer. So if you hit somebody may fall. Oh, foul! And I didn't like that because a lot of times it's fake, and I didn't like the whole mentality. So I was like, I need something new. And at the same moment, football came into my life. So I live in a small village, maybe 200 people, 400 people. There's one guy, he was in high school. He went to high school in Oklahoma. His name is Philip Okonkwo, and he was with Brandon as well. So Brandon Collier, the guy from PPI. So he really got me into it. I live right next to the soccer field, and he was throwing the football. I was just playing soccer, and I was like, let me try that, and that's how I kind of got into it. And he connected me to Brandon. So it was kind of like my family was like trying to figure out a name for me, something with D, because my brother's name is David, my sister's name is Deborah, and my mom suggested like Damon or something like that. And my dad, he's like a very religious guy. He was like, this sounds too much like demon, and he didn't like it, and just like he slept the night over it, woke up in the middle of the night and just said, Hero. My mom was like shook, like, what's going on? And we're gonna name our son Hero, and that's kind of how it went. Like usually, I feel like you look at the baby first, then give it his name. But it kind of came before, so. I mean, I like it. It's not my only name. My middle name is Chinemerem Oku. Chinemerem Oku. Okay, I'm dyslexic, so somebody got to write it down. But it means my God will continue to do for me in Igbo, which is the language in Nigeria. I'm half Nigerian, half German.
Hero, thank you very much, buddy.
Thank you.
Soccer guy.